What's up, guys, and welcome back to the AC Milan career mode here on FC24. We are now into episode number 3 of this career mode. If you guys haven't checked out the last couple of episodes or just the season 1 in general, please be sure to go check those out. And while you're at it, leave a like, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and do that for me one time if you could. So let's go ahead and get into episode number 3. As you can see, we're sitting in 3rd place currently, having a pretty good start to the year. A loss against Inter Milan in our last episode was pretty unfortunate, but we did pretty good besides that. That 2-0 loss was, tough. But in our first Champions League group game of the year, we did beat Rangers 3-1, and we've got another big game coming up against Liverpool here in the next game pretty much. We're going to simulate this first game against Bologna coming up. They are having a pretty rough start to the season. They're sitting down in maybe not last, but pretty close to it. Only 4 points throughout the year. They're actually in 16th, which isn't too bad, but they could be in the relegation zone. Just, goal difference is the only thing keeping them out at this point, I think. So, not a great start to the year for them. Hopefully we will get a win, even though we are going to simulate. We're going to get some players back in. Leao is going to be on the left. Salamaker is going to go out on the right. We'll get Loftus-Cheek and Reinders back in midfield, and Joral Hato will go back to the bench. And we'll go with that lineup. Bologna's lineup, of course, Xerxes up top is the player that we have to worry about the most, but hopefully in this sim we will be able to get past it. So let's go ahead and quick sim this game real quick. And we don't get a win. 1-1 draw. Not exactly the best result. We dominated the game in terms of possession and shots, but unable to come away with 3 points and the victory. So, we'll probably drop a little bit in the league, but hopefully not too bad. Let's go ahead and check out the standings after that game. And we're actually in first place, technically. We played our 7th game. Some other teams have a game in hand. So somehow we draw and move up to first. But you know what? We're cool with it. Liverpool up next. This is the game of this episode, probably the biggest game of this episode. We're going to have some tired legs, but we are just going to have to deal with it. We don't really have much choice. Jimenez up to an 84 overall, which is very nice to see. And a lot of other players moving up as well. Buongiorno is going to be a little tired, but not too much, so we'll stick with him in the defense. Could go with Kalulu. Actually, we'll go with Kalulu just to make sure that we've got plenty of stamina in defense. We can bring him on if we feel like it. We'll stick with Reinders and Loftus-Cheek in midfield, even though Pobega has been doing very well for us. And this is what we'll go with. So Liverpool drew their first game against Copenhagen, and this will be their lineup. Still very good. I mean, it's basically the same lineup they would have had in season number 1 or in real life. But let's go ahead and get to it. Luis Diaz, a pass out here to Alex Garcia, shoving Calabria off, but we'll get it out for a corner. Calabria knocks it out real quick. Liverpool, very well known for their pressing abilities, so that's what I'm worried about most in this game. And I'm worried about Virgil van Dijk scoring from headers. Luckily, Costa is able to get to that one. We're actually going to man mark Virgil van Dijk if we can. Tamori up for that one. We'll get it cleared away. What? Darwin Nunez with a shot from the edge of the box. And our center back, who was standing right next to him, just doesn't get in the way of the shot. I'm not sure. That's Kalulu just standing right there, not going for a tackle. AI defending. It'll do it to you. Putting some pressure on them. Reinders with a good tackle. We're going to push forward with Jimenez. Going to look for an early shot right at Allison. Benacer over the top. Rafael Leao. Going to end up with it. Going to try to go for a cross. Virgil van Dijk gets in the way of it. 24 minutes gone now. I'm going to go ahead and change this to, sure, Reinders works. Going to try to cross it in. Look for someone towards the back post. Tamori is there. Virgil van Dijk. He is a beast in the box. Darwin Nunez to McAllister to Mo Salah. And that's 2-0. 29 minutes gone. Wow. Teo Hernandez playing Mo Salah onside. And I mean, whenever you call for an offside trap, the defenders just don't always move forward. And Teo Hernandez just stayed there and let Mo Salah run through. I mean, at least man mark him or something. But yeah, that's 3-0 before the first half. So this is going about as bad as it could. I mean, they are just relentless. Mo Salah now, again, not even the end of the first half. Teo Hernandez getting a foot in, at least knocking it out for a corner. But now we've got to worry about Virgil van Dijk. So yeah, we're just getting dominated. The quality difference is crazy. Joe Gomez hits his arm, so that'll be the end of the first half. Luis Diaz to Alex Garcia. Calabria going to get in the way this time. Joe Gomez now up here. Looking for a pass back inside. Reinders knocks it out for yet another corner. So I don't know if there's anything we can even do about this. They are just much better than us, I guess. And with player-based difficulty on especially, you can't go in for a tackle because it's going to be a foul or a penalty or whatever it may be. So this game has been frustrating to say the least, but that's just how it goes sometimes. And why is Costa not catching that? Benacer pushing forward. We're going to find a pass to Leao. Not a great area, though. Going to look back inside for Benacer. Elise, Jimenez. What is that touch? Labria inside to Reinders. Inside to Elise. Don't like the position we're in. Going to get it to Benacer. Nothing doing. Jimenez finds a pass to Benacer. We're going to get this one to Loftus-Cheek, who can get it out to Rafael Leao. We can maybe get one back. And we can. Wow. I thought Matip was going to get there. But we do get one back. Leao's just going to kick it into the net again. Let's grab the ball and let's head back to midfield. Raul Nunez inside to Alex Garcia. Tamori gets in the way of it. We try to kick it away. Terrible clearance. Costa is able to make the save. 75 minutes gone. I mean, seriously, Liverpool are just dominating us. I don't know if there's any way I can say it any louder or any better. Okafor, we're going to look inside for Pulisic. We're actually going to be able to get this one out on a counterattack. Okafor, I'm going to abuse his pace. I don't care. And we're going to finish that one off. 3-2. There's time. There's about 14 minutes left in this game, probably with added time. So let's go ahead and go for another one. Szoboszlai pushing forward. Tamori, great interception. All right, so about 90 minutes gone now. Mo Salah with a free kick. McAllister might actually be the one to take it. I can't really tell. Mo Salah's going to take it off of the top corner. We've got about 2 minutes to where we might be able to push forward, but I doubt it. We're going to have to find some great passing, which we've already actually done so very well. To Ketelaere. To Pobega. We're going to look out here for Rafael Leao. I just don't like the runs being made, and that's going to be the full-time whistle. I mean, yeah, we deserved the loss. Unfortunately, we really do, because we just did not play well, and they played much better than we did. So now we move straight into our next game, which is a very big game in the league against Napoli. They haven't had the best start to the season. 7 games in, they only have 9 points, which, I mean, isn't terrible, but definitely not good for their standards. So we'll go ahead and get into this game. Napoli, of course, going to go with their best lineup. Callum Wilson and Joe Linton, both Newcastle players, moved to Napoli last season, as well as Rafael Varane in defense. So they've got a very good team. They brought in Kieran Tierney from Arsenal this season as well. Kvaratskhelia is still here. Of course, in the last year's episodes, we saw that Victor Osimhen moved on to Real Madrid. So luckily we don't have to face him, but Callum Wilson did score 31 league goals last season, so he was really, really clinical. Hopefully he doesn't score any against us today. Oh, Benacer with a good tackle in midfield. Jimenez racing forward. Should go for the pass, but goes for the shot and finishes it off. I don't know what their defense was doing with the ball, but they get caught out, and 5 minutes gone. We take a 1-0 lead. Olarancho into the box. What is that animation? I can't even blame Costa too much for that one, because it's just, I mean, it was a really powerful shot, but the animation was terrible. And they leveled the game at 1 just 5 minutes after we scored, so very, very interesting start to this game. Calabria is going to send that one over the top to Elise. Going to ball roll inside. Going to go for an early shot. Oh my goodness! Michael Elise! This game has gone crazy. I mean, we're 13 minutes in, and that's the 3rd goal. It's 2-1 Milan over Napoli. And we'll take another look at this one. I mean, that ball roll inside was fantastic, but this shot around Jimenez is very interesting as well. I hate this camera angle whenever they do this, with this replay, but nonetheless, keeper cannot do anything about that one. Goals galore. Oh, wow, Tamori with an insane sliding challenge to get that one away. I thought it was about to be 2-2 after just 20 minutes. Elise inside to Benacer. I see Jimenez in a dangerous position here. We're going to wait for Rafael Leao. Look to cut this one back inside. Good turn. Terrible animation there. We're going to find Jimenez, and Jimenez will make it 3. 30 minutes gone. again, this game is just going crazy right now. Callum Wilson is surely offsides right there, right? I mean, I thought I played the offsides trap perfectly for that. Oh, man. 3-2, 62 minutes gone. I'm going to have to look at the replay to see. Well, from this angle, you're definitely not going to see who kept him onside there. But what a finish. What a cross. Nothing the keeper could do. Uh-oh. We're opening up in defense. Zielinski going for the shot. Luckily, Costa doesn't have to make the save on that one. Sails over the bar. 67 minutes gone. We'll probably get some subs in here soon. Wow. Callum Wilson sticking with it. Got really lucky there to not give up possession. Going to look for a pass inside to Lobotka. Zielinski with a shot. Costa with the save, and Teo Hernandez clears it away. Oh, Calabria going in for a challenge. Somehow it doesn't get called for advantage, but they continue play anyways. Raspadori inside to Callum Wilson. With the shot, Costa with an acrobatic save. Swinging in this corner. Okafor gets up to it. Pulisic will knock it down to himself and then actually make a fantastic move to get around the defense. That back right defender is not going to get close enough to him. Can he finish it off? Yes, he can. 86 minutes gone. We score 4th goal of the game. Christian Pulisic gets us the official winner, and we win this game 4-2. And that will see us into an international break for the next 2 weeks. Our next game will be against Cagliari, an away game that we will be simulating so that we can get into the final 2 games of the episode, a Champions League matchup against Copenhagen, and then another league matchup against Juventus. We got a scout report back here on a player named Enzo Fontaine, and we have added him to our youth academy. 66 overall already at 17 years old. Looking at his attributes, I mean, he looks pretty good already. I would love for him to be a striker. His finishing is at 56, which is obviously very low, but, you know, for a 17-year-old, it's not that bad. So I think we will change him to a striker if we can. Looks like it'll be 73 weeks. Okay, I guess maybe not a striker. We'll put him at an attacking midfield position. He's got a good passing, so I guess that would make sense, and good dribbling as well. So yeah, striker didn't work out. We'll go with Cam. Cagliari rocking a 4-1-2-1-2 formation. I'm not familiar with very many of those players at all. I believe that's Yerry Mina in defense, if I'm not mistaken. But we're going to have slight rotation in this lineup. Pobega's going to get the start in midfield, as well as Okafor up top and Hato in defense. But besides that, Kalulu out at right back as well. So we're going to go ahead and hit a quick sim on this. Cagliari only with 5 points through like 10 games this year, so should be getting a win. And we don't. 2 points dropped. 1-1 draw against Cagliari. It was an away game, but again, another draw that we got in a sim that we dominated the game, so it's unfortunate to see. So through the first 2 games in our group, Copenhagen is actually sitting up top in first place technically, over Liverpool in second, and then we are in third, still with 3 points though, not in a bad spot. Rangers still on 0 points now through 2 games, so if we beat Copenhagen, we'll be on 6 points. I think we'll be putting ourselves in a pretty good spot. I imagine Liverpool will beat Rangers, so after this game, it might be a 3-horse race, but we'll see. We're going to go with a pretty good lineup, but I'll show you that in just a second. Copenhagen going with this lineup. El Yunusi out on that left side. Pretty good player. Lots of decent players in their team. Not familiar with many of them, but our lineup will go as follows. Pobega in midfield. Pulisic is actually going to get the start on that right side. Elise is a little tired. Buongiorno back in defense for us, and he's still tired for whatever reason, even though his training plan, I promise you, is on energy focus, but whatever. Nonetheless, let's get to it. And then Teo Hernandez down here to Loftus-Cheek. Definitely going to have to turn that one around. Nowhere to go. But we will find Rafael Leao on that overlapping run. Look for Pobega. Man, headed it right over. Wow, Loftus-Cheek with a great tackle from behind. Benacer ends up with it. We're going to find a pass through here to Jimenez. Not a great option. Oh, and then we try to pass it. Great defense by Copenhagen so far in this game. Loftus-Cheek gonna find Pobega. Pobega left-footed shot. Finds the back of the net. 27 minutes gone. Pobega has been a little wishy-washy to start the year off, but fantastic finish there off the pass from Loftus-Cheek, and our 2 central midfielders playing the most far forward. That's how we do it sometimes here at AC Milan. Labria through to Pulisic. We're going to look back inside for Santiago Jimenez. Find a pass to Benacer, who will finish that one off. Jimenez probably could have taken that one himself, but that'll be 2-0 after 32 minutes. Uh-oh. Mori with a terrible pass right to Elyounoussi. I'm not really sure what that was all about. Diogo pushing forward. Okay, well, I think that shows the level of Copenhagen. Not exactly quite as good as Liverpool or Napoli or any of the bigger teams we played against so far this episode or this season. Pulisic inside to Benacer. Jimenez. We're going to find Loftus-Cheek through. Oh, heavy touch. Actually, pretty good save by the keeper off of the heavy touch from Loftus-Cheek. If he wouldn't have done that, it probably would have been a for sure goal. Corner here. Buongiorno heading it, but deflected to the keeper. That'll be the end of the first half, 2-0. Wow. Obega taken out in the middle of the field. Very dangerous challenge, but it worked out nonetheless. And he's not injured, so that's okay with me. Elyounoussi pushing forward now in the box. Trying to get around Buongiorno, who is a fantastic defender, and is unable to. Jimenez going to look out wide for Rafael Leao, who's just going to continue to run. Looks inside now. Pulisic can't find the shot around the defenders. Ooh, Otto, great defending there. Going to look inside for Okafor, who we did sub on just a minute ago. We've made a lot of subs. We're going to end up with the ball still. Reinders out here to Rafael Leao. Again, just using his pace, but nowhere to go as of right now. Defending very well. Reinders, though, inside to De Ketelaere, who will finish it off. Weak foot shot to that bottom right corner, but makes the most of it. 83 minutes gone, 3-0. And that'll be the final whistle yet again. 3-0 win over Copenhagen. 3 points in the bag. We're up to 7 points now in the Champions League group stage, so let's go take a look at it. And Liverpool did win their game over Rangers, 3-2 it looks like. So they are on 7 points, we're on 6. Copenhagen on 4, and Rangers on 0. So, I mean, Rangers are almost out of it already, but they still have a chance to get third place. I imagine Liverpool and us will lock up the top 2 spots, but again, I don't want to speak too soon. We did beat Copenhagen 3-0, though, and Rangers 3-0, I believe. So we're in a pretty good spot. All right, and moving on to the final game of the episode, a matchup in the Serie A against Juventus, who are sitting down in 9th place, 3 wins, 3 draws, and 3 losses so far through 9 games. Not great look for them, but we're sitting in 3rd place, level on points with Roma, but just behind them, of course. And then Lazio in 1st place on 23. They're having a great start to the season. Fiorentina, Inter, and Monza rounding out the top 6 right now in the Serie A, so that's interesting to see. Let's go ahead and move into the lineups. It looks like Juventus will go with Milik and Keane up top, like they usually do. 3-5-2. Chiesa out on that left side. Chukwueze, our former player, out on that right side. So that'll be interesting to see how he performs against us. And then pretty much the normal starting 11 we would go with, but we're actually going to start De Ketelaere in midfield. And we have put Adley on the bench to hopefully get him into the game at some point. Would be nice to see him make his debut for the season. Great passing. Milik into Keane. Keane going for the shot. Oh, off the top of the post. Off the bottom of the crossbar. I couldn't tell exactly which one. Oh, Chukwueze knocks Leao off the ball. Looks like a player is down injured as well for Juventus. Eventful first few minutes of the game. Locatelli now. Just running across the field. Not going to find anybody just yet. Chiesa now with it. Saul. I mean, we just can't get the ball off of them. He's going to go for the shot. Costa with the save. Wow. I mean, Elise gets in the tackle. Keane just knocks him off of it. Buongiorno's going to end up with the ball. And we will reset. Benacer. Oh, what a ball. Out here to Rafael Leao. Back post. De Ketelaere. Oh, what a header and what a save by Szczesny. 23 minutes gone now. That was our first real attack of the game. We're going to swing this one in. Santiago Jimenez. Can't finish it. Rafael Leao holding up play. Finding Loftus-Cheek. We're going to get it back to Leao, actually. Look to cut it inside. Can we find Jimenez? Great defending by Bremer. Oh, Loftus-Cheek. Can he find a pass inside? Oh, my goodness. Jimenez nearly got to it. Szczesny does well. Keane inside to Milik. And Milik dances around, moved the defense out of the way, and moved Buongiorno way too far out of position. Calabria couldn't track back quick enough. And we'll be down 1-0 at half. I was going to say that, if it was 0-0 at half, that'd be one of the few halves that there hasn't been a goal this season for us. But we give up one instead. What a move by Chiesa. Calabria trying to keep up. I mean, Chiesa is insane. with these dribble moves. Calabria does well, though, this time. Another back pass. Keane now with it. Back pass to Chiesa. Calabria gets it away this time. Elise fighting with Bremer. Able to knock it away from him. De Ketelaere. I see Loftus-Cheek at the back post. What in the world is that? Theo Hernandez. What a ball that is. Leao is actually able to get to it. We're going to try to cross it inside. Doesn't hit an arm, apparently. Where is Loftus-Cheek going? Like, what kind of run is that? We're going to force Szczesny to clear it away. 73 minutes gone. We are going to get a substitution in. Adley on for Loftus-Cheek for his debut this season, and Pobega on for De Ketelaere in midfield. Something's got to change. Nothing's working for us right now. Oh, Bremer. Is that a mistake? Oh, Santiago Jimenez cannot outpace him, but Rugani now, I mean, they're playing a dangerous game. They're trying to play it out from the back. It worked out this time. Chiesa now with it, but Elise does well. We find a pass to Pobega, who will find Elise, who will look inside for Jimenez. Decent touch and a great finish. Levels this game at 1. 80 minutes gone. We could find ourselves winning this game, and it would be a fantastic comeback. Locatelli, pass inside to Keane. Vlahovic with it now, going to go for the shot. Oh, we're not able to get it away. Keane going for the shot. Costa with the save. 88 minutes gone. We've already used all of our subs. We brought in a few. We brought in Pulisic and Okafor, and then I think one other. Oh, what a save from Costa. I genuinely don't believe that Mike Maignan would have made that save right there. 89 minutes gone, another corner. This time we'll somewhat clear it out. Keane now with it. Benacer with a great tackle. Vlahovic with a great pass to McKennie now. We lost possession immediately after that. Costa with yet another save. Looks like all we can get out of this is a point. And it looks like hopefully we stop them from scoring here. Chiesa, good move. Oh, yes, sir, Costa. Please just clear it out. Okay, Costa is elite. He is much better than Mike Maignan, and I am happy that we brought him in. And that will get us a few days into the month of November, and that will be the end of this episode. In the next episode, we'll have a lot of good games. Sassuolo and Fiorentina are playing very well, so we might have to play both of those, as well as Roma and Copenhagen. And then we'll simulate Sampdoria more than likely, and we'll kind of see where we end up at that point. I'm not sure if we'll be able to sim 2 games in the next episode or not, but that's going to leave us in 3rd place in the Serie A as of right now. Fiorentina let a game left to play, though, so they could overtake us. Not a bad start. 6 wins, 3 draws, 1 loss out of 10 games. If we could do that every 10 games, then I would be happy with that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please be sure to like the video. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I will leave you guys on the squad stat screen to leave off the episode. And hope to catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.